Hey everybody, it's Gail, and what you're seeing on camera right now, this is the top edge of what will be a turban very shortly. I'm on the last steps of it. This is from a 1912 pattern, and the instructions for building this turban say to make sure that this edge is 9 inches, which I did. I'm very happy. But now what I need to do is take all of this and get it to 2 inches. And to do that, the pattern says that I need to plait it, P-L-A-I-T, as in braid it. But I am taking a wild guess and thinking that what they actually want me to do is ruche it. So I have a very long length of yarn that matches my project because I like things to match. And I'm going to put it in a running stitch. And a running stitch is very easy. You come up, you go down, you come up, you go down, you can pull it in as you're working, and we're just going to do this all the way across the full top edge here. And this is actually something I learned in a pattern from the 1940s that, this is how you do ruching. And guessing that that is what plaiting means is really just me having worked with so many vintage patterns. I'm like, I know I can't braid this because it's all one big chunk. So we're going to try this and see if it works. If you actually have some knowledge on the historical vocabulary behind these kinds of things, I would love to know if my guess here is correct, or if I am way off but still found a way to make it work. I'm happy with either. All right, so almost done. Here we go, and the last little bit here. And so what happens with this running stitch is it works basically like a drawstring. If you've ever done a drawstring and worked it into a purse or something, you've done a running stitch. It's just that I'm using a strand of yarn instead of turning it into, a purse string. So that part's done. So now what we're going to do on both sides, a whole bunch, is some of this good stuff here. And what we're trying to do is get it to a point that it is 2 inches, or I am also happy getting it close enough that we can fake it a little. So let me get my ruler back out here. This is a snap bracelet ruler. It's for socks, but it also has these measurements. I got it from Miss Babs Yarn. I will link it. It's great. I love this thing. All right, so right now we're at 3.5. So that's not 2 inches, but I am still going to try to get it to 2 inches before I bring the single crochets in, because it will just be easier in the end of things. So let's get all of the extra off to the side so I can measure again. Here are my 2 corners that I'm measuring against. And let's see, corner. Well, now I've gotten it bigger. That's fascinating. All right, well, hold on. Over there. But here's what I know. I know that I can really jam it down like so and get it to about 3.5. If I really put, it's a little shorter than 3.5, but if I really, put my back into it, I can get it there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to secure this tightness, probably with just a couple of bobby pins because it'll hold it in place. And then I can come in, because if I come in and I just kind of get the tips of all the little points, because this is at 1, this is at 3 now, so this will be 2 inches when it's done. And so what I'm going to do is just try to work a straight line through here in order to get the actual width that I need. I'll be doing that with a single crochet. And this will be the rare how-to video where I will come back and show you how I did, because it is kind of a little trickier. So I will be right back. All right, I'm back, and you can see I've got my bobby pins holding the sides in. And then if you look close, you can see the beginning and end of the new edge that I have created. And I ended up working, basically trying to work into every side of every point that was made from the ruching. And then having done that, I decreased again to get closer to 2 inches, and then I worked straight across. And let's see how I did. So point to point. All right, I'm still a little over. I'm still at about 3, but I bet there's a little more. Yep, just what I thought. Oops, sorry about that. There is a little more tug that can be given to the bottom of this to help pull it in tight. So having done that, having tugged on that running stitch that's still in there, and it's not exact, so we're at 2.5, but this can be fixed around. This is the buttonhole that you make. This can be fixed around so that it holds nicely. So I am pleased with it. And so it's not a perfect tutorial, but it gives you an idea of how to do this when you reach these notes about you need to ruche something or you need to plait it. This is a way to get that done to the best of your ability. And honestly, if anyone is close enough to tell you that this is 2.5 inches rather than 2 inches along the bottom here, they're close enough to hat pin stab. Yep, so that's today's little how-to.